Keto results. How to get more out of your keto diet. The keto diet is full of enticing promises. You'll lose weight fast, any brain fog is going to disappear, and you'll have more energy than you know what to do with. But what if you've been following the high-fat, low-carb plan for a couple of weeks and you're feeling lousy, or the weight just isn't melting off? This can happen, and it means that you probably need to make some simple tweaks so you can get the most benefits out of your keto diet. In this article, we're going to talk about how keto works and all the ways that you can boost your keto results. So what is the keto diet? The keto diet is very high in fat, 75% of your daily calories, and low in carbohydrates, less than 5%. By cutting way down on carbs, you force your body to burn fat rather than glucose for fuel. This puts you into ketosis, a metabolic state when your liver converts fatty acids into molecules called ketones to use as energy. Without glucose, your blood sugar remains stable, and the result is no more energy crashes and no more distracting cravings. So here are some of the benefits of the keto diet. 1. Rapid weight loss. The keto diet causes you to burn fat fast, and a lot of it. Ketones suppress ghrelin, your hunger hormone, and increase CCK, which keeps you feeling full. That means you can go for longer periods without eating, which encourages your body to use up its fat stores for fuel. Another benefit? Increased energy. When you have ketones circulating in your system, your brain and body have constant access to an immediate source of energy. When you're running on glucose, however, you experience sudden energy crashes, brain fog, and crankiness, since your body's relying on carbs for fuel. Ketosis also helps the brain create more mitochondria. Those are the energy generators within your cells. Another benefit of eating lots of healthy fat? You're feeding your brain, and you'll have sharper mental focus. The brain is the fattiest organ in the body. It's 60% fat, and it needs plenty of good fats to keep it strong. Brain cells are covered in a fatty layer of insulation called myelin, which helps the cells communicate with each other via electrical signals. When your myelin's weak, communication between your brain cells slows down. Saturated fat in particular strengthens myelin and keeps it intact. The keto diet is anti-inflammatory, which could protect you against serious disease, such as cancer and Alzheimer's. In one study, obese patients showed less inflammation in their liver after following the keto diet for just 6 months. So here are some ways to boost your keto results. The benefits of the keto diet, they're all well and good, but what if you're just not experiencing them? Here's a troubleshooting guide to help you ramp up your keto results so you can lose weight, burn fat, and feel better than ever. First, try intermittent fasting to accelerate weight loss. Intermittent fasting isn't a requirement on the keto diet, but it's a powerful way to help your body create those valuable ketones. With intermittent fasting, you eat all of your daily calories within a shortened period, typically 6 to 8 hours, and then fast for the remaining 14 to 16 hours. Fasting gets you into ketosis and keeps you there. It drains your body of its glucose reserves, so you switch over to burning fat for energy. In a 2014 study, adult mice who ate all their food within a 9 to 12 hour period put on less weight and had less fat mass than mice that ate whenever they wanted. That's why you typically skip breakfast most days on the Bulletproof ketogenic diet plan. Luckily, there's a hack to keep hunger away. Are you ready for it? Drink Bulletproof Coffee. When you drink a Bulletproof Coffee in place of breakfast, you remain in ketosis without the distracting hunger pains. Each cup contains grass-fed butter and brain octane oil, a purified form of saturated fatty acids called MCTs, sourced from 100% coconut oil. The high dose of good quality fats keeps you full for hours, so you can pull through your morning without the hangries setting in. Just don't add any protein or carbs in your brew, like milk or sugar. Brain octane also raises ketones 4 times more effectively than ordinary coconut oil. You can also practice cyclical ketosis, aka carb cycling. On the standard keto diet, you're eating very few carbs, less than 50 grams of total carbs a day, all the time. But restricting carbs for a long period can create issues like fatigue or thyroid problems, insomnia, and dry eyes. Your body needs some carbs to perform at its best. With bulletproof cyclical ketosis, you eat more carbs on one day of the week. It's called a carb refeed day. The other 6 days are identical to the standard keto diet. By upping your carb intake periodically, you satisfy your carb cravings, improve your sleep, keep the weight off, and boost your healthy gut bacteria. Be sure you're eating clean sources of carbs like squash, sweet potatoes, berries, and carrots. People often think the keto diet is high in protein, but it's not. You eat a moderate amount of protein on the keto diet, 20% of your daily calories. A bit of protein, around 4 ounces, is plenty with a meal, and it'll help satiate you. But too much protein and your body converts it into glucose. That means your body will reach for sugar first for energy, rather than burn fat for fuel. A hack for this is to add brain octane oil to your coffee and your food. Using high-quality MCT oil like brain octane oil throughout the day in your coffee or drizzled over your salad and vegetables allows you to eat more carbs while staying in ketosis. Brain octane creates a background level of ketones. It can help ketones up to 0.7. A blood ketone level of 0.5 is enough to suppress appetite. Keto is a high-fat diet, but you want to make sure you're tucking in to good quality fats. These are going to keep your gut balanced. A healthy gut lowers inflammation, which in turn keeps the weight off. There are different types of fat in food. Some are more anti-inflammatory and stable than others. Choose foods rich in saturated fat, monounsaturated fat, and a bit of polyunsaturated fat. Avoid vegetable oils and trans fats. These are found in fried foods, candies, stick margarine, and packaged baked goods. These fats are the least stable, which means they're easily damaged by oxygen, aka oxidized. Oxidized fats create free radicals in the body, which lead to inflammation, aging, and weaker cell membranes. Trans fats have been linked to cancer, heart disease, and diabetes, as well as impaired memory. Low-quality fats can also raise your triglycerides to unhealthy levels. A triglyceride is a type of fat in the blood, but too much of it puts you at risk for heart disease. You want your triglyceride levels to be below 150 milligrams. Intermittent fasting, by the way, can lower triglycerides by as much as 32%. Saturated fat is your best bet. It's the most stable fat there is, so it's least likely to be oxidized. The best source of saturated fat is grass-fed butter. It's jam-packed with antioxidants and fatty acids, including fat-burning CLA and butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid that boosts gut and brain health. Stir it into your Bulletproof coffee or drizzle over wild salmon and steamed vegetables for lunch. Best sources of good quality fats: grass-fed beef and lamb, wild-caught fish like salmon, sardines, and trout, dark chocolate with a high cocoa content, at least 75%, MCT oil like brain octane oil, grass-fed butter, avocados, extra virgin olive oil, and pasture-raised eggs. Now give your body time to adapt. It's normal to feel lousy on the first 2 weeks of keto. You're experiencing what's known as the keto flu, your body's natural response as it adapts to burning fat and not glucose for energy. Some of the symptoms include nausea, sore throat, chills, brain fog, irritability, fatigue, muscle aches, and stomach pains. It's easy to give up at this point and think that the diet is just not for you. But remember that you're changing the way your body fuels itself, and that's going to take some time getting used to. You'll find that if you ride through these unpleasant symptoms and stick with it, you'll soon feel better than before you started. Be strict with limiting carbs. You may be eating carbs without even realizing it. They're hidden in unexpected foods like dairy, nuts, and vegetables like peas. These are all keto approved, but eat them in moderation. Also, watch your overall carb intake. On keto, you can eat up to 50 grams of total carbs a day, or 20 to 30 net carbs. This depends on your body. Some people may be able to get into ketosis eating more carbs, while others may have to eat less. It's a process of trial and error, so experiment and you'll soon figure out the best carb amount for you. To keep your carbs within the limit, fill up on low-carb vegetables like zucchini, asparagus, and broccoli. Eat keto-friendly fruit like blueberries and raspberries as an occasional dessert, just once or twice a week. Avoid carbs at lunch and save them for dinner time. Starting your day with carbs can spike blood glucose levels, setting you up for cravings and energy crashes. Focus on high-fat proteins like grass-fed meat, pasture-raised eggs, and wild fish. Pair these with avocado and leafy green salad, and you're going to be satisfied for hours. You can also calculate how many carbs are in each food with the help of a food tracker app. Visit blog.bulletproof.com/resources for our free keto recipes and beginner's cookbook. And thank you for listening.